Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, I'm Eric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed.
Getting up there! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Oh, this looks sharp. The pass has gone astray. That's Agahawa. Gavi. Couldn't squeeze it through. Yamal. Zubimendi. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nico Williams. He's found a way through. And it's Ruiz. Now Zubimendi. Is there any support? Merino! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Cucurella. And here's Nico Williams. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. Big shot! He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yamal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's fabulous. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's a throw-in. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Raul looking to add to his goal. Now it's Williams. He's got away. Al Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Goal! Spain! And they're back in front. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Great defending, strong and determined. Subimendi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's a promising position. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Spain with the corner, there first. Yamal goes short. Shot, surely! And no, just off target. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Williams. Nico Williams stood his ground strongly. And it's Gavi. He's looking wide. And he lines up a cross. Raya claims it without any fuss. Nico Williams. Merino. And it's Subimendi. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Carvajal. Howson is always looking to break lines. Cucurella. Nico Williams has created one goal already. Cucurella. He is through here. Gavi. Nico Williams picks it up out wide. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Now it's Williams. And this is Raul. No way through, so back it comes. He's being urged to shoot. Cucurella gets into a good position. And it's half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Spain leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Down to business again. Fabian Ruiz. Looking for a runner. Looking for the run. Lovely, now then. Goes for a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Zubimendi deals with that comfortably. Pass somewhat off target. Rodri. Under an awful lot of pressure. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Takes aim and... Oh, good line! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Yamal. In with the challenge. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Gavi. And he's lost... And the shot! That is great from Gavi! A finish right from the top draw. And there we have it. The 2-goal cushion. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 10, Fernando Torres. El dorsal 21,
So we have movement on both
el dorsal
benches.
17.
Spain
Serán
go up by
sustituidos
2
por
and are
el
looking
dorsal
good.
18.
The crowd are
El
calling
dorsal
for this to be
9,
put to bed.
el dorsal
There's little sympathy
77.
about it.
Morata. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Great vision. Cleared away. Yamal.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, important interception. Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! That has not worked out as planned.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
This is a promising build-up. Eric Garcia. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Gavi. Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Quick look, then plays it in. Merino. And Fermin. Now it's Ansu Fati. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. He has found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal. Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 19.
Intercepts the
Serán
throw, that's well
sustituidos
read.
por el dorsal 23, el dorsal 7. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Nicely spread. And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely feet. Stood up well to him there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Dani Olmo, he's shifting through the gears here. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Rodri. And it's Rodri. Cucurella. Now it's Ansu Fati. Fati showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rodri. Ferran Torres. There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! What a moment of brilliance! Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Spain palpably stronger, better, superior. It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Carvajal. That's really nicely played. Fermin.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And back to the goalkeeper. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Marino. That's a good foot in there. And here's Ferran Torres. He's picked his way through. And the referee brings it to a close. Spain have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. He's rising! Defending of the desperate variety.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there. Tries to pass it through. Nice control. Cross from Cap. And a header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Well, I think Thiago's going to have a massive role to play in this game, Peter. Best deployed deeper in midfield. He likes to drop back into defence at times, force that defence wide and forward, creating overloads, while constantly looking to play balls in the feet, those little half spaces.
And he does all of that in his unique style with a certain swagger.
Yeah, but he has another side to his game which I also really like, the athleticism that allows him to switch to a more box-to-box role when needed, especially when he's partnered with a more static defensive midfielder.
Cafu. Gerrard. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here, one each for now. Howson. And it's Marcelo. And here's Mbappe. Mateus. Brazil have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Now Berbatov. It's been slipped through. Martinez claims comfortable. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cafu. That has been knocked clear. Tries a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And they've got rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Space for him to turn and look. Not a hint of offside here. Ronaldo with a beautifully timed run.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Yamal, Cafu, Rodri. Oh, there's a probing ball. That is good strength. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Beckenbauer. Totti in the hunt and looking threatening. And here's Thiago. He's shifted. Oh, good drive. Goal! Sao Paulo! And there is your opener. satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Sao Paulo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Let's a look and plays it forward. It's good running with the ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Thiago always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus. Zanetti. Ball in towards the middle. Rodri is there, and he can get that clear. Shapes to shoot! And he's following up! With the short one. Totti with Cristiano Ronaldo! And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Xabi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great vision. Martinez leaves a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ronaldo has the space to scheme. Tries to cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Thiago. Perfect. Impressive jump. It's a goal. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Sao Paulo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Raul.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's had it taken off him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's made its way, and it shoots! Cristiano Ronaldo, never the sort to be shot shy. And it's Ronaldinho. Marcelo. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Can he get it through? And he's knocked it through. He's onside. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
The most accurate pass. Now it's Thiago. Torres. Ferran Torres. Shot could be on. Albert Ferrer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Bale. And it's Bale. Now it's Williams. And it's Marcelo. And that looks a decent ball. Now it's Williams! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Marcelo. Now Nico Williams. Marcelo. Raul. And here's Ferran Torres. Williams. And he's gone backward here. This looks promising. He spread it left. And it's Marcelo. And it's Gerrard. Into the last quarter of an hour. Nice looking ball. It's a promising position. Baresi clears without hesitation. To Gerrard. And this is Ronaldinho. It's Raul! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Played it short, and this is Raul. Good ball, good... And the shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Camisa 2, Marcelo.
Brazil cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Rodri. Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
That's good play. Gerrard. And here is a player who is really happening. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is fouled. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Ronaldinho! Wow! About as smooth as it gets. They have stolen level at the last. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Camisa 80, Ronaldinho.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Time for a change in personnel. Counts getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Now, can they get him away? Nico Williams.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Ronaldinho. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's Gerrard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nico Williams. Can he get onto this? Nico Williams receives it in a good position here. Goes for a shot! And that's it. They will have to shake on that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you...
Can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar dentro do estádio.
Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of Gerrard really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Silvestre, and here's Mbappe, and here's Drogba. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out wide. That's tidy. That's really good defending. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Bale. Played with finesse. Yep, it's a corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Silvestre got a long way forward to join the attack. Mbappe makes a dash for it. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Brazil have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And it's Ronaldinho. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. Ronaldinho. A lot of space ahead of him. In towards the back stick. And he's running through. Now there's a fine ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Dembele in towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Drogba. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Ronaldinho. And that should get the job done. And it's been taken short. Lovely feet. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's got away. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Gerrard. Aims beyond the defence. He's having a shot! Goal, Brazil! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bale receives it in a wide position. He slings. Oh, good effort! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gerrard getting this one clear. Now, who's going to be first to this? Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Caught offside that time. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Silvestre. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Drogba. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared without hesitation. It's Gerrard! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Foram
they could break
indicados
here.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Gerrard. And it's Ronaldinho. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that brings the first half to a close. No shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Brazil looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And we are back on the way. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Played out to the left flank. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gerrard, who does have an assist to his name. It's a promising position. Cafu plays it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ferdinand. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Lovely pass, but... And the finish! But he's really put himself on the line here. Pepe gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gerrard. Dembele is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Tries to play it through. Cafu. That's good play. Ronaldinho. Fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe plays it short. Very nicely done. looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here's him, shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Brazil have their third corner. It's rising! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Hullet. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Bale, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Pepe spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho. There's a sharp little ball here. And now the breakaway. He has found the way through. And he was alert to it. Nicely aimed pass.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, super ball, and he shoots! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Now, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
And it's Gerrard. Dembele. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get 0 time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Probing pass, and he's picked out the run. And he's there to belt it away. Maldini. Cafu. Gerrard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Hazard. Brazil have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And he is going into that little black book.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 13, camisa 10, camisa 14,
Good-looking ball. Drives it in.
camisa 80, Ronaldinho, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 6, camisa 11, camisa 17,
Silvestre with the clearance.
camisa 20, camisa 9, Substituição
nice.
em andamento.
Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Seedorf. Dani Olmo. Bullet. Now it's Bale. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Nedved. And here's Makalele. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Dani Olmo! Dani Olmo! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Camisa 9.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. Looking for a runner. That is a brilliant interception. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And they win it back again. And there goes the final whistle. Brazil really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Adrian, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Gerrard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Brazil controlling the possession in this early phase. That's really well manoeuvred. Marcelo. And here's Kaká. Marcelo has it in a wide position. It's a goal kick. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both men.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's rising!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pepe getting this one clear. England are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole...
Against the crossbar! That's going to go a long way. And it's Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Cafu. Dembele. Cafu. Seedorf, played out wide, and it's Gerrard. Kaká stood his ground strongly. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Oh, the touch is just too thick, could really have done without that.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Drogba, distributed tidily. Cafu. Nice looking ball. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's having a go! This is gone, that's a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Bullet! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Pepe. Cafu. Pepe. Now Kaká. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And this is Drogba. And a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Dembele gets flagged offside. Figo. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a simple one for the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gerrard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So the action resumes. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's beautifully weighted. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Marcelo providing an outlet on that flank. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Rummenigge. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pullet. That's a shade optimistic.
Pullet clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Desai is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Mbappe venturing down the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now who's going to be first to this? Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that has left him in a heap. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Cross into the box. Moran getting this one clear. It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe with the short one. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. England have the chance to go the other way. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution.
Bellingham. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. No, he's not getting his way this time. Kaká. Rodri. Olise. And it's Rodri. It's Seedorf. That's destined for the flank. And he lines up a cross.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Substitution in progress.
"75 minutes played."
England clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nico Williams. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Now the delivery. Spread it left. And it's Seedorf. Marcelo has it out wide and in space. Zambrota can so cleverly bypass the press. No outsmarting him this time.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ferran Torres. He's being urged to shoot. Cleared without hesitation. And they're quick to get it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Seedorf's delivery. He lifts the roof! Oh, is this it? Have they won it?
The goal scorer for Brazil after 88 minutes is number 18, Ferran Torres.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Is number 6, Mateus.
Brazil now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Desai, a man never lacking in drive. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades, having been... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand. Kaká! Oh, that's another chance! Goal, Brazil! The first significant strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Camisa 13.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rodri does well to get it back. Olise. Played back into the centre. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Opts for safety. Rodri. And it's Belletti. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Belletti. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. And he's quick to return it. He's picked his way. Can he finish? Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Brazil already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Silvestre. Kaká. For Olise. Dembele looking understandably energised after his goal. Olise. Raul. The pass is intercepted. Desai. Pepe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Olise. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he can clear it away. Silvestre calmly anticipates. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cafu. For Olise. And it's Kaká. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kaká clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Mbappe moves short. Oh, that's nice. Ball goes for a shot! Oh, off the bar! That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on.
He's in one-on-one. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he had to go with the risk.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Uma substituição.
Shevchenko! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Brazil have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Kaká aimed beyond the defence. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cafu has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's neat. And that is expertly dealt with. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nesta. Rodri. And it's Ronaldinho. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for the far post. And they've been given a corner. Corner number 2 there. And it's been taken short. And this could be the final action of the first half. Mbappe plays it short. This looks promising. Throw it. Ronaldinho. Oh, this is a great position. And we've reached half-time. It's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Brazil leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Brazil just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Rodri. Raul, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Too long, and over the line. To lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Ronaldinho. Mbappe! He's had a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Sergi. Rodri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Raul gets a good foot in there. Built as the single goal between the sides. Romero cuts it out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to play it through. It's made a chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Troy deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Great low ball in.
Oh, that really should have found the net. The service was faultless, and I'm going to leave it there.
Shevchenko with the short one. Ball swung in. Cafu with the clearance. He's gone for goal! That caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now he's got space here. It's a promising position. Akanji. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That pass has been well intercepted. Kilitshoy. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Cafu. And it's Rodri. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho tries a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Brazil really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Dani Olmo to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Sergi, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Belletti, looking for the run. Can he get onto this? Well, that's well seen too.
Sao Paulo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Raul. And Shevchenko. Leicester is there, and he can get that clear. Cafu. He proves rigid and robust. It's a searching pass. Brazil still ahead by the game's only goal. Probing pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Sergi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. I think we're just about done here. Oh no, this does not look good. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Not too much
acréscimo.
more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Rodri.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
That's that, the end. Brazil have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Gerrard reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kaka has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
That's going to go a long way. Now it's Drogba. Shifted into the flank. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Maldini. Vigo proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Romario, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Drogba. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Silvestre. They get a throw in. Gets a good foot in there. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Vigo. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's there to clear it.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
The most accurate pass. Silvestre with the clearance. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Olise. Cafu plays it in. And that should get the job done. And we have our very first corner. Mbappe plays it short. Now it's crossed into the middle. Khan claims it in safe hands. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Gerrard. And it's Rodri. Mbappe. That's a look and plays it forward. That's destined for the flank. Pepe does really well there. He is strong. He's got away. Look at, can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Morocco definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to...
Mbappe! Goal, Brazil! And there is your opener. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
31 minutes is number 14, Kylian Mbappe.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Romario, and Romario! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Wonderful save by Martinez.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Brazil really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Rodri. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cafu. And it's Gerrard. To Pepe. Cafu. Maldini. Now Mbappe. Rodri. Now Mbappe. A probing pass. Kaká gets into a good position. Caicedo. Rijkaard. Over to the right flank.
There will be 1 minute added time.
All the way through to the keeper. Cafu. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Brazil are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitutions taking place.
So we're off again. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And here's Kaká. Now, can they get him away? And that is expertly dealt with. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Figo. Now it's Williams. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Gerrard. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's been caught napping. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
Caicedo. And it's Caicedo. Now Mbappe. He's looking wide, and it's played in here. And it's been hooked away. That's tidy. Can he get on the end of this? Akanji is there, and he can get that clear. And he's quick to get rid. Brazil are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Oh, no joy this time. Caicedo attempts a clearance. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Threads one in. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard is flagged offside. Caicedo proves too strong. Brazil will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And now the breakaway. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Figo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go.
He's having a hit! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Morocco are back in business. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Number 10. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Coming on the field is number 22, Bellingham.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Gerrard. Now it's Williams.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Corner number 2 then. Bale with the short one. Shot could be on. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Nico Williams receives it in a good position here. Bale. Bale! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Silvestre. Caicedo. Figo, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Brazil have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And here's the chance to counter. Marcelo. Nico Williams. Now it's Ferran Torres. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Great vision. And this is Bale. Chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Bale. Great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
The final 5 minutes. Bellingham. Romario. And he can thump it away. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nicely intercepted.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Spread it left. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Shoots! No, just not quite. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Searching pass he's played there. That's the keeper's ball. Rodri. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Figo. Now that looks a decent ball. Akanji. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Brazil can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Arguably one of Italy's finest wing-backs, Gianluca Zambrotta.
Does not get through some miles.
Yeah, and originally he was a winger, so the skills that he's honed over the years are always there to serve him well when he gets into those forward positions.
Can he get on the end of this? Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He has found the way through. And Bronkhorst. Space for him to turn and look.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Iniesta. Shifted it to the flank. Zambrotta moves wide and looking to get onto this. Marcelo. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Iniesta. And Van Bronckhorst. And it's Schweinsteiger. And it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Both sides exercising caution for now. Rodri. Dembele. And here's Elise. Brazil have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Take the lead. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Van Bronckhorst with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for the run. And that is well cleared. And it's Kaka. That's tidy. Nice bit of trickery. Olise! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe with the short one. Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Mbappe. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Oh, it's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. And back to the keeper they go. Cafu works it forward. Olise looking to add to his goal. Not the most accurate pass. Kaka. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way through. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety. It's a throw-in. It's a good foot in there. Chance to deliver. Maldini can get it clear. That's good running with the ball. Kaka, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Dembele.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Marcelo. And here's Mbappe, and it's Marcelo. Pinches it off him. Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Olise. Now it's Drogba. Vieira wins the duel this time. Dembele. Searching pass he's played there. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he's intervened well there. Vieira. And it's Dembele.
Foram
And it's
indicados
Suarez.
2 minutos de
And he was quick to
acréscimo.
react. Maldini. Cafu. Dembele. Cafu. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. But this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Brazil can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's Dembele. Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil have their second corner now. They've played it short. No way through, so back. And the shot! Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's a goal kick. Cafu.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Where it came from. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Rodri takes the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Rodri certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Iniesta. And it's Dembele. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, what has happened here?
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Marcelo, camisa 14, camisa 13.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Kaka. Silvestre. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. In with the challenge. And Bronkhorst did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cafu. Olise. Back towards the middle. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So here comes a substitution. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fun.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Brazil! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Iniesta! So close to drawing level.
Iniesta clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Nicely weighted ball. Bale. That's good play. Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Rodri. For Olise. Up towards the flank. Cafu. Olise. And it's Rodri. That's Maldini. Cafu. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Brazil close now to seeing this one through to the end. And it's Rodri. He's had a shot! Just too high. Rodri. Good running, strong and purposeful. Romero tries to clear.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Good read, needed to be. Turan. Seedorf. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here. Silvestre drives forward on the overlap. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Olise picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos que o circuito interno de imagens está em operação.